Welcome to Titan, where I talk about something I care about under 5 minutes. So, Fortnite Chapter 1 map came out just recently, like a week ago, something like that. And I'll go straight to the point. I really love it. It brings that nostalgia back, it brings all the memories back. They brought the old map, they brought the old loot pool, they brought all the old weapons, all the stuff that was back then, 5 years ago, they brought it back. The only thing that changed is they added zero build mode, and they added some zip lines around the map because the map is built for build mode. And because we have zero build mode these days, so you kind of need to add some stuff to make zero build more tolerable. So that being said, I like this season. I really like how simple everything is. It reminds me why I fell in love with Fortnite in the first place. Gunfights are a bit more meaningful because there's no a lot of movement mechanics. Well, when I say mechanics, there's no tools to move around like a crazy mad lad everywhere. And I love it. You have to think a bit more tactically. The game is a bit more slower. Even though the map is built for build mode, and I do not mind playing build mode, but my friends don't know how to build, so we play zero build, and that's fine. But it's quite interesting experience playing on the old map just to see the locations again. How simplistic everything is, how how basic the points of interest locations are. Your little towns and everything, even though they all look kind of the same, and that's and you can see clearly that the map is a product of its age. Back then, 5 years ago, even though it doesn't sound like a lot, but you can tell how Fortnite has evolved during those years. How they actually made things better. Certain things got improved. They removed certain stuff. They added some stuff to make the game more fun, more interesting, more skillful. Doesn't matter. I mean, debatable, but still. And it's just the fact that you can go back to the old map and experience those same memories that you experienced 5 years ago, when Fortnite was at its peak. And apparently Fortnite is again it's at its peak. 6 million players on a daily basis, or that's a lot. That's quite an achievement. But yeah, as time went on, playing on this old map, it's quite interesting to realize how I mentioned that Fortnite has evolved, from its original concept. And evolution is a natural thing. If the game is being updated non-stop, every month, a couple of times, it's naturally that certain stuff, will change. And certain people say, "Oh, well, why can't we have the same thing as it was back then? Because we just want to play that." See, I think this is why Epic Games realized that why the seasons should be 1 month old, because even though it's really nice to go back to the same things as it was 5 years ago, times have changed. We've seen the better stuff, we've seen the good stuff, we've seen the evolution, what Fortnite can be, and going back to its old original roots as it was with the same weapons, the same mechanics, and everything basically the same as it was 5 years ago, it kind of wears off. And nostalgia really wears off really quick. And I understand why the season is only 1 month old, because it's just to, fine, experience the old map so you can finally realize how outdated stuff is. And in a sense, it is. It's quite interesting how it feels, playing on this map, and everything is just kind of old, kind of not, updated and everything. Now, some people argue, is Fortnite better now, as in with the current updates, as it was before the season dropped, or was it better when it came out? I mean, different times, you can't really compare it. The best example I can come up with is maybe Call of Duty Warzone. So, like me, like the whole Call of Duty community, including me, I really want Verdansk back on Call of Duty Warzone. But I do understand that you can't just bring Call of Duty Warzone back, not Call of Duty Warzone. You can't really bring Verdansk back and expect everyone's gonna love it and we can play the same map over and over again. No. Like, even with Fortnite, I really enjoyed the Chapter 1 map because that's where all my memories were made and everything. That's why I love the game. But I realized that I need variety. I can't play the same thing over and over again. Evolution is good. It's there for a reason, to make things better. And what I realized that I don't think one is better than the other. I just think that we need variety in our games. So it's kind of sucks in a way that Fortnite only has one map in rotation when you could imagine you can have all 4 chapter maps rotation. You can have the chapter 1 map, chapter 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one in upcoming. So you want to tell me you can't have multiple maps in rotation? I think you could, because there's rotations, different map locations and so on. I think the gameplay will be so much more interesting. Same with Call of Duty Warzone. Like, I would love to have Verdansk back, in its original form, but I will not be mad if they update the map to the current times, to make sense for the current times. So if you play the Modern Warfare 3 single player, they have Verdansk, updated. They have the locations are the same, but they're updated locations, and I find that really, really cool. So I hope in the future, for example, Call of Duty Warzone will have multiple Battle Royale maps in rotation, because I don't want to play the same map over again. Even if this Verdansk, let's have it for the next 2 years as it was before. I'm gonna get bored, and I realized that, this season with Fortnite Chapter 1 season, I realized that I want variety. I don't want to play the same thing over and over again. It's great to have that particular experience, and do I think this is experience a bit better than the new experience? Like, Chapter 1 experience and what this chapter is experience? In a sense, because like I said, gunfights are more tactical, everything is more simple, and that's great. But it's gonna get boring really quick. So the Fortnite OG season made me realize that I don't want to play one particular over another. Oh, there's a file alarm or something in the background. Anyway, so I don't want to play the same thing over and over again. I want variety. So I love Chapter 1 map, but I really want variety. I want to play different maps in one rotation. I want every match to be different on a different map. And because nostalgia will wear off. And my cat is taking a dump as I record. He does this every time. Every time I record, he's taking a dump. So I am so sorry that you have to listen to that. So, I really enjoy Chapter 1 map. I really enjoy the season. I really enjoy that nostalgia that they're giving to me. But it made me realize that it's great to experience that all over again. But I can't play the same thing over and over again. And I do hear already some rumblings that even though we only are a week in the season, people already find it like a bit boring, because we've been here, we've done that, nothing new. Do we want to do the same thing over and over again? No, we don't. And yeah, that's the thing. I want variety in my video games. I realize that I'm old enough to realize that, hey, I don't want to be in the same era of gaming all the time. I want to experience new things as time goes on. But at the same time, I want to respect the old times. And those old times are really fantastic. So, my point is that variety is good. Verdansk on Call of Duty is amazing. Chapter 1 map in Fortnite is amazing. And I just want to say that I enjoy all these experiences, and it basically makes me appreciate why I love gaming in the first place. All different experiences that you can have with your friends and everything. It's amazing. So, whatever the future holds for Fortnite, I hope it's going to be an interesting, full of variety experience, including Call of Duty. I want experiences that are new or unique, and at the same time, I do want to experience the old ones. I want a mixture of them. I want both of them, And the more studios can give it to me in terms of variety, I'm a happy gamer. That's kind of it. Variety is king. And that's the message of this video. So, thank you guys for watching. Check out my Patreon. And I am so sorry about the cat taking a dump in the background. He's a douchebag. He does that on purpose. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Fortnite.